Hey everyone, Christina from Honor Realty here with Kenton from Land Home Financial, and we thought it would be really fun to do a series on buying a home and selling a home. So today we are doing the buying a home series, and we want to talk to you about credit, all the secrets about credit. So you're the financial expert here,
right?
So I have a few questions for you today, and I thought it would be really fun for you guys to get some information, especially if you're thinking about buying sometime soon. So my first question for you is, what are some things that people can be doing to have a great credit score?
Yeah, the obvious things that people can do is just make their payments on time. That's probably the best thing you can do to increase your credit score. And if you miss a payment and that lowers the score, all you have to do to fix it is make your payments on time. So the more you do that, the more it'll increase your credit score, and you'll wind up with a better score in the end.
All right, so what are the most common mistakes that you're seeing that people are making with these?
Yeah, probably the biggest mistake that we see people make is with their credit card balances.
Okay.
They allow their balances to get too high throughout the month, or they max out those credit cards, but then they pay them off at the end of the month. And the thought is that, well, I'm paying it all the way down to zero, so that should help my credit score, right?
Right.
Well, the issue is when the credit card companies report to the credit bureaus is when they issue the statement.
Okay.
So by the time you actually get the statement in the mail, it's already too late. That credit card balance has been reported, and then that hurts your credit score. Sometimes by up to 25 points per credit card, just because it's a maxed out credit card.
Okay, well, there has to be a way to fix that or avoid that, right? Do you have any tips or tricks?
Yeah, probably the best thing you can do is just to pay it off early.
Okay.
So rather than letting it get all the way up to maxed out and then waiting for the statement to come out, just pay it off like a week early.
Okay.
So before your statement comes out, go online or write a check and pay it off a little early.
Okay, and then do you have any thoughts on credit repair? Because we might have some people on here who are watching and they're like, you know what, I really want to buy a house soon, or my rent is going up, and you know what, this is something I'd like to do, but my credit is just so bad. So people are talking about credit repair. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, sometimes people need professional credit assistance. And as a loan officer, I have to be very careful, because even though I understand credit and I know what to do to actually clean it up, I can't actually do the work for the client.
Okay.
So I can give them tips and pointers and some things to do, and we do that for every client when we review their credit. But sometimes when it needs that professional assistance, there's companies out there, private companies, that will do the credit repair. There's also state agencies that will do it as like a credit counseling.
Okay.
So there's lots of different resources out there, but we strongly urge clients to get a recommendation from their loan officer or real estate agent, because there's a lot of bad companies out there as well. So we don't want to see them work with a bad company that's going to waste their money.
Right, you want people to talk to someone who actually knows what they're talking about.
Exactly.
That definitely makes sense. Thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with me today and talk about credit. I'm sure people are really grateful for that information. I didn't know a lot of that information. So if you are thinking about buying a house sometime soon, or you're just wondering if your credit is anywhere near close, or you have questions on cleaning up your credit, Kenton's information is below, as well as the link for the loan application if that is something that you are thinking, okay, maybe I'm ready today to be pre-approved. And thank you so much for tuning in today.